Hello everyone. Today I am going to show how to use R to do a data analysis, okay, and to get the glimpse of the data that we got for our analysis, and then we'll do some visualizations and also show some of the packages which were used in this analysis. Okay, so to start with, I will use this COVID-19 in India dataset which is uploaded in Kaggle. You can search for the dataset, and it is, I think, it is it has updated till yesterday. So I think it is most recent one. So in this we have few of the files as input, and by clicking each one of it, you can get a glimpse of what the data is about. But we will do the analysis in R by reading each of these files, and we will try to do an analysis. Okay, so to start, just click on this new notebook. Okay, so I am going to select the language as R. I am going to use this notebook itself rather than scripting. I am not going to use any Google Cloud services, and actually later I don't want any GPUs. Okay, I'm just going to create the notebook. While the notebook creation is in process, I'll just come back. Okay, I'll just pause and come back, then we'll just get back. Okay, the notebook got created. You can see it has loaded this tidyverse package, and it is showing the code to how to see the input files. Okay, and it has given the name as kernel, and we will just rename it to COVID-19 analysis. Okay, to see what are all the files available, you can click on this and click on this data, this folder. You can see all the files down here. I don't want all these comments. Okay, so whatever packages required, I will just start adding to this. And, while reading the files, I will make use of this part. Okay. So to start with, actually it is loading this entire package tidyverse. I'm just going to keep it as it is, because it is tidyverse itself is having the plotting library and the data analysis libraries, all this inbuilt. And if you want any other libraries while doing the analysis, we'll install and we'll include. Okay, so let's run this. Just you can use this play button or run current cell to run this, or else you can use Alt Enter or Control Enter. I'm just pressing Alt Enter to create a new cell. So this has created this new cell as well as it has executed this one. So because I pressed Alt Enter, okay, so it has loaded this packages, okay, and ggplot for plotting table. It's kind of a wrapper for the data frame. Okay, IDR for cleaning, for reading the files, and there are several other packages, and this is showing the conflicts with the other packages. So ignoring that, so like I just want to read this first age group details. Okay, so I'm going to name this as df age group equal to, so I'm going to use read CSV, and then input. So in the top you can see like it is mentioned as input, and then this COVID-19, then age group details. Similarly, I will try to read the other files as well. That's the way how I work. So this is COVID-19, and this file name is, okay, copy this. So I'll just rename it. So I just gave the namings to all the data frames, and also provided the appropriate paths to this data frames to read the 5CS files. Okay, so I'm just going to execute this. You can see like this R itself will assume this each of these columns into specific types. So age group it has named as characters, percentage as characters, total cases as double, and time you can see double. So it will give the means based on the data it will give the data types to itself. Okay, so let's take with the age group. Okay, I'm just going to say age group. I'm just going to run this. So the data and its attributes are, so it is having the age groups and the total cases in that and the percentage of cases. Okay, so from the total what is the percentage? So if you want to know, say like you want to calculate the sum of this total cases, so you can just do this. So just 692. From this, what is the percentage for each of the age groups? Okay, so to proceed further on this, say like you just use head, but this is just minimal number of records in this. You can see the shape, it is just 10 rows. So we were able to see what is the data available in this age group. To visually see how this age groups are represented, I am going to use this ggplot. So df age group, and you can press this Control Shift M to get this pipe symbol. So this is to push this data to this ggplot as the first parameter. Okay, and in ggplot we have this aesthetics, in that we have to set what are all the attributes you want to plot. Okay, so right now I'm just going to use age group and total cases. So from this, and then ggplot wants us to mention what kind of a plot you want. So I'm going to use a bar chart. There are two things you can use, bar, or else you can use this column as well. I'm going to use column, say so it has given this plot right now. Okay, but actually this plot is not visible, it's clear right now, but ggplot has themes in it. Okay, so themes settings in it, you can go ahead and do modification using that. Okay, say like you can also use gg themes package and you get to use one of it. Say I will load, so I'm going to install this gg theme packages. So let's see, it is installing specified package. So this gg themes got installed. Okay, I'm going to delete this cell because this is already installed. So just going to the top, I'm going to include library. So I'm just renaming it. Okay, so actually I do have some few reusable functions, and also to showcase how to customize a theme. Okay, so I'm just creating a markdown. Okay, to say address reusable functions. Okay, so in this, actually these are all some functions which I wrote to, some I wrote, some of the things I just got it from the Stack Overflow, and some of it from other places. Okay, so you can see like if you want to set the plot width and height, and you just use the set figure. To calculate mode, you want to impute NA with max, and if you want to print the NA counts, and this is the overridden method of this str structure. I will explain what is a structure and what is a structure extensions. And actually after installing this GD themes, right, so I just created this. Okay, in this I just did some few customization, and also I just included from where I got the idea to customize this. Okay, this is theme view on which I'm just customizing few of the attributes like axis text, axis title, and title position, all those things. Okay, legend position, all those things. So once after creating this reusable functions, I'm just running this and then customizing the themes. Okay, so I'm setting the theme as well here. So I just took this theme view from GG themes and then customizing it and setting the theme. Okay, so you can see how it looks different from the plot that I created earlier. Okay, and also I will explain what is this structure extension. Okay, so this actually is not required. That's part of it. So for example, if I use structure and so you can see it is displaying the serial number and what are all the types it has, and what are all the types and what kind of values it is having. Okay, so this is structure, but this extension is just to number them, so you can see the numbers for each row. So while using you can use this numbers also to select the column. So for example, in this df age group, this is a kind of a selector. The comma in this one is for the rows and this one is for the columns. Say if I want to select say this 2 and 3, which is age group and total faces, so you can see I'm able to select. How I do this, I'm just using these numbers and doing it. Okay, this attribute specification, it's not required, for just ignore this, but this numbers is what we use to select the columns. In case if you want to go for rows, any rows, any specific rows, you can just use the same similar kind of thing. Say like if I want to use the first means from first row to third row, I use this. So it is like this. You can mention the rows and the columns you want. So this one is vector type in R. So this will generate a sequential number if you include a semicolon, or else you can specify explicitly the numbers you want to display, or else you can also use this column names as well. Sometimes age group, so this will still be the same. Okay, so that's why usually I use this string extension to get this column numbers, because in a data sets where large number of attributes were there, it's difficult to go and mention this each columns one by one and to see what the values are. So rather I'll just use the numbers mostly and then to see the columns. Okay, so I just now change the themes, right? So we'll just plot this data again and see how it works. So I'm using Control Shift N to get this pipe symbol. I'm using this ggplot, and then as usual, as I mentioned only, aesthetics to get the age group. Okay, age group and the total cases. Okay, and then I'm using the plus. Once you start using the ggplot, right, so you can use plus to mention the kind of chart you want to display. Usually I use like this, it will be like this. Okay, so from the data frame, what you are doing in the subsequent steps, then the type of chart. So you can see right now this age group and total places are clear. I remove the backgrounds and you can see the color. Okay, it's completely different. So earlier this age group and total cases were not clear. There are background grid which is not required mostly. Okay, and this you can see what you are not able to read also. Okay, and also I also mentioned about the new method called set guesses. So you can just mention this is the I have created this method. You just mention the width and the height of it, so you can see it got changed. Okay, so that's how we can create plots using this ggplot. This is just for a single variable. For two variables I created. So for age group, what is the number of total cases? Okay, you can also use percentages as well. So I will just copy this. So there is another attribute called percentage. So I'm just going to do the same. So you can see by percentage, this 70 to 79% is higher, but by count wise, it is different. Okay, that's what it is. But you can also specify the color as well. Say like I want to use maybe I forgot the name of this color. Okay, it's not showing. Okay. And let me check this color and I will. So we're just trying to fill it with a different color. So I think this is not the place. Okay, let's do this. You can see a different color of the bus. Okay, but you can set the settings in the theme section. But right now I'm just using the customized way of doing this plugin. Okay, so this is just to showcase for the percentage. Okay, so let's go on to read the other set of files. So I'm just clicking on this, and here we have this COVID-19 population by census, state-wise test, individuals, ICMR test, hospital beds. So let's go through this and just go to this to see what all the attributes are there. What is it? So it is having date, time, state, Union territory, confirmed Indian national, confirmed foreign national, cured deaths, and confirmed. Okay, so these are all it. So we have date and time here. Okay, and also Kerala and state is mentioned and what is the confirmed cases. So let's start by checking which state is having the large number of confirmed cases. Okay, and then how many cured and how many deaths were there and how many were confirmed. Okay, we just need COVID-19. So I'm just going to see all the rows. We want to see the state, national, okay, but that's and then the last one confirm this. So just okay, we don't have a count. So we have a we can also go by head as well to see. We just want to see just 0 plus okay. So it is having the time itself. Okay. So what we are going to do is just wanted to know, say analysis to just to see on each state. We are just grouping by state here. Okay, so with the state, union, territory. Okay, just click on this. And then just wanted to see like what is the sum of confirmed. So like we have to summarize it. It's total. We just want to see more totally confirmed in each state. So confirmed. Let's open this. Because sometimes if it is not coming, we have to use the tilde symbol. So you can see it is grouped by the state and what is the number of confirmed cases. And you can just either you can just assign this into say like confirmed COVID confirmed count like this, and then you can do the plotting, or else you can, instead of giving it a name, you can just make use of the state as a again and do the plot. Okay, and this on from this result itself I am going to do a plot. Okay, so I'm just doing the plot, and then I'm just mentioning this column name. Sometimes if this column is having space or pressure, you have to use this tilde symbol and then mention the column, or else you can just mention as this. Okay, so here I'm going to use bar stat is equal to table. So okay, you can see we are not able to see the column names, the state names properly. So what we can do is you can say coordinate flip. So just rotate this chart. Okay, now we are able to see the statement. Since we set the height and width in this plot, I'm just going to change it for this plot. So I want, because since I rotated the axis, I'm going to increase the height of it. Okay, but still this is just still so that would be good. So we were able to see but in the state Maharashtra it is a large number of cases, confirmed cases. And the next subsequent is we are not able to figure out, right? So there is a way to sort this bar chart. Okay, so I will show you how to do it. So to sort this bar chart in the order like from the highest to the lowest, so let me start to doing it. So I'm just going to mention this as next. I want to reorder the state till 3 by this totally confirmed. So I'm going to use this and then reorder this. Now you can see from the chart it is Maharashtra in the top, Delhi, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, and Rajasthan. So this is the order of the number of cases right there. Okay. If you want to add the numbers next to that chart, you can use geotext to it. I will show you how to do that. And also, if you want to change the fill of it, because this gray color sometimes is maybe I'll just forget this color one. Okay, this is the color. Okay, let's run this. Okay, the result is this one. Okay, it's not this color, but let's add the numbers to it. So even though the chart is showing the numbers in the bottom, like this, like you can more than 80,000 of it is. Yeah, it's more than 90,000 of it is confirmed in the Maharashtra. Okay, so we will add this text as well. Okay, so to add this text, I'm just going to use this one text and label you want and what attribute you want. So I just want this document confirmed to be the label. Okay. And let's increase this width of this. So now you can directly see the numbers against each of these. So right now it is Maharashtra, Delhi, Gujarat, it's 47,000, it's 1 lakh, 41,000, 35,000 according to the lowest record is recorded is in Nagaland, and you can see there are two states in Nagaland taken it got duplicated. That is Chandigarh. Okay. So to fix this Nagaland coming twice, you can work with the keywords. So BF forward, you use Alt minus to set the assignment. Okay. And you can use forward again. You can use this type symbol, Control Shift N, and then you use mutate. Mutate is to modify the existing values, and you can create new columns. So you can use few more operations within this mutate, and I'm just going to do the updating operation on the state format for Nagaland, and just replace this wherever this state name is coming as Nagaland to Nagaland hash. I'm going to replace that with Nagaland, just to avoid the confusion. Okay. Because so the count won't get affected by this. You won't get any duplicate into showing that it has 0 in the effects. Okay. So before running this, we just want to confirm whether there is Nagaland hash and what value. Because since we plotted, we are not able to get the exact value, right? So I will try to do a filter on it. So I will just copy this filter itself, just to see how many records are. So I'm running this. So you can see there are 4 records. It is showing the count as 0. Okay, so this statement will update this. So I'm running this. Now I'm going to run the same filter across. So you can see the same value must be than 0. So there are no records on this. Okay. So then we will run the same chart below so that we can have a difference. I'm just going to close this message. Okay. Now you can see there is this single command with the count 2. Okay. So this is how we can just work on with this part. And using the tidyverse in ggplot, this pipe symbol in ggplot, the summarizing group by, all are part of this tidyverse. Okay. There are many things that I am just keeping out because I'm just going it slowly. You can watch this in 1.7 speed or 2x speed in your YouTube. So even though, because some people might need to know or might not understand it better, so that's why I'm just going it slowly. Okay. And next could be like, so we just got the state and what is the state which is given by a number of cases. And we didn't explore much about the other attributes as well. So there is a function called summary in R. So just mention the data frame you just want to know about. So you can see like date, it is taken as character, and diff time, state, confirmed foreign, queue, deaths. And it is also doing the initial stats about it. So doing first quartile allocate. Okay. So it's like that. So say if you want to plot a similar kind of chart, so I'm just taking the same code where we group by this. So you can just create an assign it to variable, or else, because I won't assign it to variable again to make use of it, because I am lazy to give it a name to the page, rather than just copy and use it. Okay. So you can still see the result, what is the count here. So there is the state. And you can also sort, so like you use arrange, you just mention descending. By default it is ascending. If you mention descending, then it will sort it on descending. So this how it is. Okay. So from this, actually what I wanted to know is in each state we got this confirmed cases, right? So how it looks in a box plot. So let's try to do this in a box plot. Okay, and see like how it is varying for each of the states. Okay, so to do a box plot, I'm just going to do VF. This one I'm just going to comment it out. This here mention why we want to use box plot is just to see how the how confirmed numbers are varying across different states. Okay, so we can set the figure size. So we need a bigger width, so 20, and the height will be like 10 is sufficient. And just mention box plot. I don't know this number again. Okay, and this too much height. This one require in a single mix. Okay. And again, actually the state names are not clear. Right now I don't want to flip it. Maybe you just try to use a tilde for this statements. Okay, so you just slam that statements you can see. Okay, clear the text. Let's rotate the text. Okay, so remove this. Customize the existing thing. Remove this. Let's mix this. Get text dot text. Then just mention what kind of operation. Once on text, you will use this element of text. And go this. Let's rotate this. Now we are able to see, and also I adjusted the height to 5, and this height is not sufficient, so just continue this. Maharashtra, yes, you can see how it is. So for this also you can just flip it and see, you can just continue this height. Let's make this 15. So you can view by the side those directions. Okay. So the same reordering you can apply here, and then you can see how the box chart is. Sorry, how the box plot is looking. Okay. So this is I just got to be confirmed. We can do further more analysis on this confirmed foreign nationals. Like in each of this state, if more foreign nationals means just to explain which state there were more foreign nationals are there. Okay. Let's see how we can just look at this also. Let's do this. This. Okay. So I just proved by this. What I wanted to know is this confirmed foreign nation. Okay. We don't know about what the values of this because it is showing this character. So before just doing any analysis on it, let's look into values of it. So it is showing as hyphens 0, 3, 14, okay. So it's actually a number, but rather it is mentioned with a character because it is having an hyphen. So what we do is You can also use something like this table because it's a character. You can just get a count of each of this. You can see it is having 14 now. We have hyphen also. Rather than hyphen, we just include it with 0. Okay. So how to do that is, again we just take it and send it. This mutate. So each one has each kind of ways to include this. Okay. So this mutate, some people use this R way of doing it. So just move where if you want to filter it, okay, we'll use this R's way of filtering it. So to filter the values in R, you can just do the way you can use mutate to filter and set the values, or else you can use, since mutate is from decode, right? So you can use the conventional way in R to do that. Say I just want to filter the values which is having hyphen, okay, and then I just want to include the values of, say, before including I just want to see whether this filter works. So you can see like 1000 records, that's what we saw. 1032 is having hyphens, so just filter with because I'm just going to set it to 0. Okay, so then only we'll be able to convert that into a number. Okay. So I'm just setting it to 0. Now if I do the same table down here, I'll be able to see all the zeros. Okay. So but I don't, since I didn't do the mutate down here, I'm just deleting this. Rather than just deleting, we have to just convert this into numeric. Okay, so what I want to do is just say as numeric and just put this. Okay. Now we can know the summary of this value. So we can do the summary of it. So now we can get to see where the values are. So now it is showing it as a numerical value, so that's why it is splitting the data into quantile, semi, medium. Okay, so the maximum is 4. So now we will do the state-wise how many foreign nationals out there. Okay, so I'm just going to summarize total foreign sometimes it's too big, but still it is the sum of this confirm it. Okay. So I can just run this. So we got the result. It's difficult to view in the table to understand immediately. Make plot again. Use these footage. It's equal to reorder. About the state. There is control. We'll plot using geocode. Okay. Okay. See where all this is. It's not total. It's total. Okay. It's not perfect. So now we got the bars where it is just similar. If you want to change the order of the plot, you can just do using add the minus symbol, then you can change the order. Okay, that's how it is getting this plot. I'm just going to do the flip again, whatever we did earlier, so get a clear view of it. So now see this Haryana is having higher foreign nationals. We already know how to have a text to it. We can make use of other part located, so we can set the single text and just reduce the height. just get a glimpse of it. Then in the other areas it is just 0, and we are able to see another new state called missing. Even this something which is going to be steps. Okay. So this is with respect to this confined formation. Let us see how the states are. There are few more. There are several attributes in each of this. So let's go to we also need to know which state is having lot of deaths. We go by specific means because it is starting from, so if I just start with arrays by date, so it is starting from first, I don't know, I assume this is month, this is month, date and year. So this is from Jan till March 30. Okay, sorry. I think this is not as date. This is not being considered as date since it is in character. So that's why it's so let's change that type into date. Okay. So df will actually it will be slow mostly. We'll start doing this analysis and then we'll start introducing and we'll just start getting to know what data is and what kind of format it is, how to convert it into. So before going into this, we just want to understand what this hash date is. I'm just using this query to know how to do this. So they are telling me to just specify the format and the origin. If you know the origin, you can specify. So I am going to specify the format as, so from the data that we got, it is like date, month and year. So the format will be, we'll just take it from. So this percentage slash percentage percentage. Before assigning it, we'll just run this also. Okay, so here we go. This will get some idea about how this can. So it is showing all as any. Maybe something we did wrong in this. Okay. Okay, this month. Yes, okay, there is no. Just sorry for that. So now it got converted into proper form. Okay, so now we can assign this to date. And data assign. Then we will see like how the date looks like. So you can see like it starts from January 30th and it ends to April 30th. Okay. So what we can do is we have to take the month and then state what is the month. Okay, I will work on that. So we converted our date attribute to appropriate type. Then actually we are able to see this connected to date. Okay, because we have time as well. So before we just see by month as well as like from when it has been month wise. If you want to do analysis, also we can do. So for that actually date we make, that's a package, but I hope that is part of this 3D. So we'll just try to see how it works. So like if I try to see the month of it, so mutate month is equal to month. So aggregate month from this date attribute, aggregate the month. Then we'll see what are all the values in the month. Okay. So you can see we are able to see the months. Okay. Also you can go by days, weekdays, weeks, etc. So something like minutes, year. There are several functions available in this Ruby date, which is an LQ package. Okay. This is coming part of this ideas, but we can install it separately as well. Okay. So if you want to say week, I will still just do this. So you can see 15 weeks, 7th week, week. So it is like this. So you can use. I'm just going to do the analysis or just to see how by month it is. Okay, so I'm going to select only this. Here I just I'm going to do this, and then I will just do then we want this state attribute. I just want to see how the values are increasing by month in the state. Okay, we will just take the confirmed cases. Okay. So we do in month. You can see the result. But before that, we have to just summarize it. So summarize is part of this decoder package. So we use this total confirmed. You can just put the month as well. Just confirmed. Okay. Okay, so you can see like if you want the text of it, you can go by text as well. Right now, just stick to, and also we can just say like yes, not fact for this because while displaying it, we just want it to make sure that it is levels. I'm just mentioning for this factor is a data type which is to represent the categorical values in R. So I'm just converting this months into a factor. Levels means you can just make sure that it is an ordinal category. Okay. So I just want this one is the January month, second is we have two April, right? So let's see how it is right now. As factor date of month, okay, the error is like I think we have to just convert it to a character first. Then to levels. So why am I doing like this is because this is how our project will be working. Okay? So before it's not like just in a single day or we can just do the complete analysis. We have to understand each and every attribute of it and we have to just transform into whatever format we want. Once we do this data engineering, data processing and all. These are all some steps part of this analysis, right? So I'm just showing you for each of the attributes how we do this, okay? So, okay, somewhere aggregate as character, okay. First we'll just try let's see how nullity is just mention this factor. Okay. Now it is factor and the count is by month. Now if we just do the plotting, we will plot yes, we want the state, just take this month and let's put this $1 position. So crux. Okay, stand count can only have an extra by aesthetic. Okay, just go so aesthetic. Okay, it's actually we have to increase the full within this aesthetics to show the month. Okay, let's see. Okay. So if you're using column it will be different, but since we're using this bar, okay, we are able to see there are 4 different months in the counts according to it. But since it is a bigger chart, we'll just again just do this flip. You can just convert this into, you can turn that variables into 90 degree, that's also fine. Let's see how it looks. So for each state, what is the, for each month and for each state, how the columns are regressing. So if you take for the month Maharashtra, it was just minimal, but later it was drastically increasing. Okay, so that's what it is. In the month of April, it was drastically increasing. You can do the same type of reorder again here. I just want to show you what's in this group chart. We want to reorder the states by this right. So just introduce these numbers. You can see. But for some of these states, for February and January, there were no counts, so that's why it is very low. You can again add this labels using given text, and also if you want to modify the position on the label of it, if you want to set the title for it, so it is just simply like you just use the, so let's, I just want to see like total confirmed labels. So you can see this total confirmed and count. So since we rotated this into, this flipped it, different axes, you can also set the titles as well using the select. We just wanted to select month wise count of total confirmed cases in each state. So that's how it is. You can see there is a differentiation, and also you can just, if you want to change the legend position, so like legend position to the right, let's see. This is going to the right side. Okay. And also we can set the different label for this legend. I think that's also possible using this. So to proceed further, maybe it's right now we just got month wise how it was increasing, but in the month of April only that's drastically increased. Okay. And also we can change this labels text as well. So if you want to change, scale. So as I was typing, so it is scale underscore That's great. Then you want to mention just months and the labels. You don't want it to show it as 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So you can see already in the bottom, but actually just now I was just trying to see how to do it. So it is like you have to just mention just Jan, Feb, March, and April. So it is Jan, Feb, March. So that's how we can just play around with this, and also so we can make this position so that it will go right. Yeah. So this is how we can just play around with the legends and labels and the bars. And we can group these bars by any of your factors. Okay. And also I rename this to whatever format you want. So for this, for today, I think I've just shown you some of the steps that I carried out, even though these were just minimal, but you can just encounter same kind of steps that you will analyze in your real-time projects as well. So I just want to show you the glimpse of how when you work on any of the real-time projects, how to do. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Maybe I would have taken some time. And also you can see there were several Google search results, because I also been got hold of some of the functions for some of the things which I had worked earlier, and right now I do need to use Google. Okay, but this one could be helpful for the beginners, like how this R is working and how our analysis is doing done. And actually I've just shown so far the bar charts alone, and before closing this I just want to show a different chart, so like how to do an histogram. There are several charts, right? So I'll just show like for any numerical, so we have this numerical attribute like so okay, we'll just look into this before closing. So this COVID-19 we have attributes like what all this double. Okay, we'll just take the confirmed itself. Okay, we'll just see how to do an histogram for the confirmed. Okay, we'll just say the plot is aesthetics. We'll just mention this confirmed. Okay, and plus just mention this geo histogram. Okay, your histogram is sufficient. So let's run this. So it is showing a warning like you have to specify the bins. And this chart is used right now because we just now work with the statewide data. So we'll just go for this width of 10. Okay, that's right. So you can see most of the values are 0. So I don't know why the width is put 10,000. Maybe I think there is some kind of outlier is there, or maybe the confirmed cases would have raised in some of the states. So we'll just specify the bins. Bin sizes just 5. Let's see. So this is what the histogram will look like, and also you can plot a density plot as well. Part of this, so geo density. Okay. Let's try. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay. Behind this data mention, position. Okay. Maybe you have to mention a different color for it. I don't know why it's not getting displayed. Maybe let's comment this out. Let's see. Yeah, this is a density plot, but the variable which we took is having this kind of a distribution shape on it. Okay, so thanks for your time. Maybe I'll just post another video on just proceeding, means how I further proceeding analysis on this data, or else I will choose a different data set to showcase how to do analysis. Okay, thanks for watching, and watch it in more than 1.5 speed. Thanks. I should have told that in the starting. Maybe you should have watched this. Thanks.